Welcome to Copilot Podcasts. Did you know that right now, beneath the waves, there's an incredible underwater concert happening? Marine mammals are chatting, singing, and clicking away, and scientists are eavesdropping on every note.
And what's really fascinating is that we're not just listening, we're learning groundbreaking things about these animals that we never knew before.
Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of passive acoustic monitoring, how scientists are using underwater microphones to unlock the secrets of marine mammals.
You know, it's really revolutionizing our understanding. We're tracking migrations, estimating populations, and even discovering new behaviors.
So how exactly does this technology work?
Well, NOAA deploys these specialized underwater microphones called hydrophones throughout the ocean. They can record sounds for months or even years at a time.
And these hydrophones pick up all sorts of marine mammal vocalizations, right?
Exactly. Each species has its own unique vocal signature. Baleen whales make low-frequency moans and pulses, while toothed whales produce mid to high-frequency whistles and clicks.
Like their own underwater languages.
Precisely. And seals and sea lions have their own distinct sounds too. They make low to mid-frequency growls, trills, and barks.
I heard there was a really interesting discovery about narwhals recently.
Oh yes. Scientists in Greenland found narwhals repeatedly bumping into their underwater sensors, up to 11 collisions per day.
Wait, what? Why were they doing that?
The researchers think they were either investigating what they thought might be prey, or just curious about this unfamiliar object in their environment.
That's fascinating. And these monitoring systems are helping with whale conservation too, right?
Absolutely. Take the North Atlantic right whale. There are only about 356 individuals left in the world.
That's incredibly low.
It is. But researchers at Cornell University have developed a new way to track them using passive acoustic monitoring combined with machine learning.
How does that work?
They use underwater microphones to record whale calls, then use AI to analyze the data and estimate population numbers in specific areas.
And this is more effective than traditional methods?
Much more. Aerial surveys are expensive and weather-dependent, but acoustic monitoring can work 24/7 in any conditions.
You mentioned different types of monitoring systems earlier. What are some of the main ones?
Well, bottom-mounted recorders are the most common. They're anchored to the seafloor and can record continuously for long periods.
And those are good for studying migration patterns?
Exactly. They help track seasonal changes in sound production and distribution of populations.
What about real-time monitoring?
For that, we use autonomous gliders and moored surface buoys. They provide almost instant data about marine mammal locations.
And that must be crucial for protection efforts.
Absolutely. It helps make quick decisions about protection and management strategies.
You know what I find interesting? During the COVID pandemic, scientists got a unique opportunity.
Oh yes, the quieter oceans. With reduced commercial shipping, noise levels dropped significantly.
What did that teach us?
It gave us a rare glimpse of natural marine soundscapes, helping us better understand how human activity affects marine mammals.
Speaking of understanding marine mammals, tell me about these acoustic tags I've heard about.
These are fascinating tools. With proper permits, we can attach tags to individual animals to study their behavior.
What kind of information do they provide?
They tell us about foraging behavior, vocalizations, and how animals respond to surrounding sounds.
That must give us a much more detailed picture of their lives.
Exactly. It helps us understand what's happening beneath the surface in ways we never could before.
Let's talk about some specific discoveries. What have we learned about blue whales?
Recent studies have shown fascinating seasonal patterns in their calls. They're typically present for 4 or 5 months, starting around August.
And when do they reach peak activity?
The maximum calling activity usually occurs in October or November.
What about fin whales? Do they follow similar patterns?
They're actually present for longer periods, typically 5-7 months, starting around October.
It's amazing how precise this data is.
And it's getting even better with artificial intelligence and machine learning.
How is AI changing the game?
Well, researchers are using pre-trained neural networks to analyze massive amounts of acoustic data much more efficiently than ever before.
And this helps with identifying different species?
Yes, and it can even detect subtle patterns in behavior that might be missed by human analysts.
What about noise pollution? That's a big concern, right?
It's a huge issue. Human activities contribute significantly to ambient ocean noise levels.
How does that affect marine mammals?
It can impact their ability to communicate underwater and interfere with important behaviors like feeding and mating.
And I imagine it affects different species in different ways?
Exactly. Baleen whales are particularly vulnerable because they use low-frequency sounds that overlap with many human-made noises.
As we wrap up, what do you think is the most exciting potential for this technology?
I think it's the combination of long-term monitoring with AI analysis. We're starting to understand marine mammal behavior on a scale never before possible.
And that understanding is crucial for conservation efforts.
Absolutely. The more we know about these animals' behaviors and needs, the better we can protect them.
It's amazing to think that right now, as we're speaking, these hydrophones are out there listening to the ocean's stories.
And every day, they're helping us uncover new mysteries about these incredible creatures.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode of Copilot Podcasts. Remember, the next time you're near the ocean, there's an incredible concert happening beneath the waves.
And thanks to passive acoustic monitoring, we're finally learning how to listen.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into marine mammal acoustics. Until next time, keep listening.
Passive acoustic research is where we use sound to study the ocean. We put recorders out into the ocean, and then we get that data back and we look and see what species are present.
Passive acoustic monitoring allows us to learn when and where marine life is found in the ocean. It's one of the many tools NOAA Fisheries uses to track North Atlantic right whales and other marine mammals so that we can learn about and protect them. But this technology has only been able to tell us where whales have been until now.
The first recordings from marine mammals occurred in the 1940s, 1950s, and since then the field of passive acoustics has really exploded. Nowadays technology is involved, meaning that we can capture more species and we know a lot more information. We have recorders that we can put over the side of the boat, have them sit along the ocean floor and record continuously for 3 months to 2 years. We have to physically get the recorder back in order to look at the data and know what was recorded. We're able to tell who's around, what other sounds are present, and how that's changing. The great thing about passive acoustic recordings is that we collect anything that is making sound as it's going by. We also capture environmental sounds, so rain, wind, earthquakes, anything that's an environmental factor. And then, of course, us humans make a lot of noise.
Whales use sound to communicate and find food. NOAA scientists are also researching sounds in the ocean made by humans, such as shipping, oil and gas exploration, and construction activities, and how these sounds affect whales.
I like to think of it as if you're in the city and you're trying to have a conversation on the phone. It's very hard. You have sirens going by, there's cars, there's people, there's so much happening that you can't effectively have a conversation.
We also use aerial and vessel-based surveys to track whale populations. But passive acoustic monitoring allows us to collect data 24/7, regardless of weather. It also allows us to learn more about endangered species in a non-invasive way. We've been tracking endangered North Atlantic right whales with passive acoustic monitoring since 2004. The continuous coverage provides valuable insights into how long these whales remain in an area and how often they return.
One of the problems with climate change is that it's shifting where prey are going, and so whales are moving to where the prey are. The information we gain from passive acoustic monitoring is extremely important. We're able to get an understanding of what species are present, when they may be shifting and moving, and how that's changing. Now that we have these long-term data sets, we can go back and look at them and we can reanalyze. One of the biggest discoveries we had was that North Atlantic right whales occur along the entire coastline in winter months, which is something we didn't know before.
North Atlantic right whales, especially moms and calves, spend a lot of time at the surface, but they can be hard to spot. Collisions between whales and vessels are one of the leading causes of right whale injury and death. We use the information we collect from passive acoustic monitoring to let people know when whales are in the area to help prevent vessel strikes. In the past, we made these predictions based on historical data, but now, funding from the Inflation Reduction Act is enabling us to track whales in near real time.
And with real-time data collection, the instrument is actively submitting and transmitting data via satellite or other methods.
When we know exactly when and where whales are, we can be more responsive and more timely in establishing measures to protect them. With only 370 North Atlantic right whales remaining, we're investing in transformational technologies to save the species.